Why does Peter Pan always fly? Because he never lands. Get it? Neverland? Never lands? Welcome, it's Old Bald Dad here, and it's a great time for another Wacky Wednesday, where we look at some funny, random things from around the web, from around the net, and we take a look at them, and we enjoy them. Now, this year of 2020 has been a rather stressful year for many people, and I think one of the more stressed people out there are teachers. So this Wacky Wednesday is going to be a tribute to teachers, but not just any teachers. No. It's going to be a tribute to those wacky teachers, those teachers who went above and beyond, who did things such as roasting their students, such as going out there and going that extra mile, or taking absolutely nothing from those students. So these are taken from all over, from Board Panda, BuzzFeed, things like that. We're going to look at some of these things of tribute to teachers. Wacky Wednesdays, tribute to your educators, the teachers. Let's jump on in and see what is out there. And we start off with one right here. This one kind of starts at the bottom there. A student writing to the teacher. Student writing to the teacher and says this: "Is there anything I can possibly do to get my grade of 0.40 to get my grade to a B-?" First of all, how do you get a grade point average of 0.4? 0.4. Come on, 0.4. There's only one way, and I think I got it here. The teacher writes back and says, "Sure, there's a way. Yes, you could have done better on the exams and not missed any class." Ooh, burned by the teacher to that student. Yeah, look, you want to get the grades? Show up. You don't just get everything handed to you in life. Learn it now. I applaud this teacher. Keeping it real. Don't take any guff from the student. What can I do to get my 0.4 grade up to a B-? Come on. You're getting an F in the class because that's what you deserved. Teacher's right on. Great job, teacher. Next up, says this teacher who felt a sense of justice when the students they caught cheating still failed the exams. Hold on. How bad do you have to be to fail an exam you're cheating on? Come on. So let's see what the teacher wrote first. "If you ever feel dumb, just remember you're not as dumb as the people in my genetics class that cheated on the final exam and still failed, so my professor roasted them in a mass email." Here it is, the email the teacher wrote. "While you should feel angry at students who cheat, I certainly am, in this case, you should also feel pity. How sad it must be to be so stupid that even when you cheat, you still fail." I'm sorry. How do you fail when you're cheating? I can understand the idea of you're cheating, you get caught, so you get an F. Okay, I understand that. But that doesn't seem to be what happened here. Here, it seems that the student cheated and still failed. Come on. With all the possible ways you can cheat, the only way that I can figure out that you completely still failed an exam you cheated on is you copied down the wrong subject. Now, I understand genetics can be a tough subject, but come on, how do you fail a test you cheated on? So bad. How bad do you have to be? I agree with this teacher. I pity those students. Man, come on. It says the student who was just hoping for a take-home test and got knocked into next year. So the teacher wrote down, okay, person admits, the professor roasted me yesterday. So they're man enough to admit it on Twitter. Good for them. Me, that's the student, not me, I didn't do it. Can we have a take-home test like as a Valentine's present to the class? The professor, maybe, since I know for sure you won't have a Valentine this year. Ouch! Ow! Oh! Yeah, it's a guy, Patrick Cunningham, he put it out there, his Twitter. Ouch! Professor hits you hard. Saying, hey, no Valentine's Day for you. I know you ain't got a girl. I know you ain't got a date. So maybe You need something to do. Maybe I'll have mercy on you and give you a take-home test. Ouch. Ooh. And yet they're boom roasted. Ow. Oh, I feel bad for that guy. This one isn't really a teacher roasting the student, or the professor roasting the student. It's actually roasting somebody who constantly was texting the student. And they're pretty mad. Look, they're writing in all caps. So they're yelling at them. It says, all you had to do was answer a time. I don't know what kind of time it was. What are they doing? Set up for a date? What time are we going to meet? I don't know. But it says, but you didn't, so screw you. First text comes back, says, not nice. And then what do you got? You got the picture of the teacher. The teacher. Very bad. She's taking an exam. I'm going to guess that if this teacher's like a good teacher, all cell phones were placed at the front of the room. And I'm guessing this phone kept going off. Like ding, 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 ding. Whatever it is. Old bald dad's cell phone. It's a train, so I hear it coming. That's what it is, a choo-choo train. And I imagine this teacher had to take it to the student and said, here, open this up. Teacher opens it up, takes a picture of themselves. It says, not nice. I love this teacher. That sounds like something I would do to one of the youth that I teach. Absolutely, I think I would do this. Teacher giving out an award. Teacher giving out, okay, it's called the Pre-Calculus Award. And this goes to Josh. It says, Josh has been awarded the Bermuda Triangle Award for the most homework go missing. Yeah, teachers give out awards. You know, everybody wants an award for something nowadays. Everybody gets one. Like, I got kids in school, they get awards for something. And what's funny is, honestly, my child, when he got an award this year, and it was awarded during COVID and all that, he went, first teacher said, this is the award he got, and he goes, what award did I got? What award was that? He was told, and after he's like, Dad, I got no clue why I got that. It's like, why did I get that award? But this is a teacher who's more creative. Says, you want awards? I will give you awards. Josh, you got an award for not doing your homework. That's what you got. Imagine putting that parent being proud of this. Yeah, my kid got the award for no homework. For not doing any homework. That's my kid's award. Put that, frame it, put it up on the wall, post it online. My kid is the kid who doesn't do his homework. Come on. I applaud that teacher. Absolutely. This teacher who went low. Here's what it is. The teacher obviously is doing that elf on the shelf. I don't understand the elf on the shelf. I know people that don't understand it. Teacher takes it to the next level. Looking out at my hopes and dreams. They're as low as Unit 4 test grades. Do better. What a great teacher. Great teacher. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm not even going to bother handing the test back. You want to know what your test scores are? See the elf on the shelf. That's your test scores. They're so bad that they're as low as my hopes and dreams. Now, I hope that's not for life. I'm hoping that person wanted to be a teacher. But, yeah, your grades are so bad. Elf on the shelf's got your answer. They're horrible. Do better. Or Santa Claus ain't coming. That's what I say. You do better. That's naughty. Santa Claus ain't coming. You got bad grades. Just the way it is. Next up, says this teacher who was finally able to call out their student for sleeping in class. Okay, old bald dad's gonna admit, he's never actually fallen asleep in class. He came close once. Hard time in life. Having to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. All that. Still had to go to class. Old bald dad was nodding off. This is university level, falling asleep in class. Fortunately, whoever was sitting behind me, they saw this happen. They stuck me with something very sharp, which was enough to wake me up. I wasn't mad at them at all because I need to stay away from class. Here's what it is. Teacher says, after announcing the upcoming quiz for the umpteenth time, whatever number umpteenth is, don't know, made up number, great number. Student, wait, what? You can't spring a test on us with 1 day notice. First of all, yes, the teacher can. Absolutely they can. Second, student, the teacher, I've been announcing it daily for 2 weeks. The student, never heard of it. The professor, it's like, it's okay. I only wake you up for the really important announcements. pointing out that this kid probably thought he was sneaky, put the book up in front of you, going to sleep, catching the Z's. Yeah, teachers catch on. Teachers are up sometimes a little high. They can see all these things. If they've been teaching for a while, they know when you're sleeping in class. Probably the snores coming out. Teacher roasting the student. Absolutely should be. Student deserved it. Teacher being nice, wishing the student good luck on your exam. Student being friendly, being funny. Luck is for losers. Come on, if you didn't see this coming, I want to say the moon. If you didn't see this coming, I'll say the moon. Yeah, that's what I'll just say the moon. Teacher, good luck on your exams. Passive-aggressive way of calling the student a loser. Passive-aggressive, often the way to go. Just wish good luck on the... It's like, you called me a loser. No, I didn't. Message said twice. You're the one who insinuated it. Absolutely go to the teacher. Just gives a title, Who's Got Third? Teacher writes to the student, you're my second favorite student of all time. Everyone else is tied for first. Absolutely. I love it. I remember I was teaching youth. I got about 20 youth a week that I teach some things. And they asked me, who's my favorite student? Absolutely. Of all of them, I just went, that's easy. My son's in the class. That's it. Everybody else. And then they're all like, well, what place do I place? Yeah, for some reason, kids want to know, am I your favorite? Am I your favorite? Am I your favorite? Well, this teacher got smart. You're my second favorite. Now, every student's going to ask, well, who's the favorite then? Everybody else. Ouch. Absolutely ouch. Love it. All right, spotted on Facebook. The student writes, I don't understand why my grade was so low. How did I do on my research paper? So in other words, the student got his final grade back, not so great. Student wants to know why it was so bad. What was my research paper? How did my research paper go? Teacher writes back, actually, you didn't turn in a research paper. You turned in a random assemblage of sentences. In fact, the sentences you apparently kidnapped in the dead of night and forced into this violent and arbitrary plan of yours clearly seem to be placed on the pages against their will. Reading your paper was like watching unfamiliar, uncomfortable people interacting at a cocktail party that no one wanted to attend in the first place. You didn't submit a research paper, you submitted a hostage situation. Give that teacher a raise to come up with that and to put it out there. Absolutely love it. Give that teacher a raise going through all that and writing that. I love it. Absolutely give that teacher a raise. Psychology professor trolls two of his students. Here it is. All right. One question test. Here's the question everybody got for this quiz. We're 10 points. Here's the question. Can you do it? I want you to sit quietly at your desk for a few minutes. Then get up and say, that was easy, and turn in your quiz. Also, do not say anything to Jerry and Robbie. My only question is, what question and what quiz did Jerry and Robbie get? Because they obviously didn't get this. And how well was the teacher planning this out so that Jerry and Robbie got a different test and everybody else did it? Thirdly, I want to know, how did this go? How did this go? And how did Jerry and Robbie take it afterwards? Because that's pretty funny. I wish I had a professor that did that. Also, I had a teacher one time, this is a true story, where the final quiz of the year, final test of the year, teacher goes, you can take it if you want. You don't have to take it. If you don't take it, it won't show up on your exam. Other rule was, you can answer as many or as few questions as you like. You have to answer 4, but however many you answer, that's what your test will be out of. And then when the teacher's going around and asked each student, do you want to take it? Some were like, no. Some were like, no. They got to a couple of us. Old bald dad was in there. Teacher goes to him, asks me, doesn't even really ask me if I want to take the test. Just goes, you're going to take the test. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Love that teacher. I love this quiz. Awesomely evil professor. I gotta love some. Okay, teacher. University of Maryland. It says, you have the opportunity to earn some extra credit on your final paper grades. Who doesn't want that? Select whether you want 2 points or 6 points added on your final paper grade. But there's a small catch. If more than 10% of the class selects 6 points, then no one gets any. Oh, and your responses will be anonymous. To the rest of the class, only I will see the response. Absolutely deliciously evil. Love that professor. You know, there's going to be those people who are going to be like, I need the grade, 6 points, 6 points, 6 points. Then there's going to be those who are at the top and say, I ain't giving them nothing. They're getting squat. So everybody at the top picks 6 points, so nobody gets nothing. We're going to mess over everybody. I feel bad for those in the middle. I feel bad for the one who's like, I need 2 points. I just need 2 to keep my scholarship. I need 2 to keep that scholarship. 2. Everybody pick 2. Please pick 2. That's awesome. Love that professor. Here's this one. A little bit longer one. But it's one of those ones that goes through. It's this test. And the first thing is, read everything before you do anything. Okay? That's what it is. And then it goes down this list. It gives you all these things to do. Like put your name in the upper right hand of the page. Then it says circle the word name in the last sentence. Put an X in each square you've just drawn because you just did it in the previous one. But then it gets to the bottom in question 20. Says, now that you have finished reading everything carefully, do only 1 and 2. Now, it's to catch those people who just rush right into a test. But I got a problem with this one. Because the instructions say, read everything before you do anything. Put your name in the upper right corner of this page. And then number 20 says, now that you've finished reading, do only numbers 1 and 2. But if I do only numbers 1 and 2, then I can't do number 20. But then the whole test just kind of collapses. What do I do? I read them all. I get to number 20, do only 1 and 2. But number 20 says I only do number 1 and 2. But number 1 and 2, if I do that, then I've done number 20. I don't know what to do. Because if I only do number one and number 2, then by default, I did number 20. Teacher, I don't know what to do. I'm going to explode here. It works, but it doesn't. You would have to write, now that you finished reading this, it should say do only numbers 1, 2, and 20. Because then it would work. But I don't know what to do there. What would you do? I don't know. Let me know. When the professor is feeling savage, late assignments in the bin. Absolutely. Throw them in the garbage bin. That's the way it is. No extensions. No nothing for anybody. Throw them in the trash can. I agree with this because I know so many students who like, I'll just hand it in late. And they're like, it doesn't matter. And they take advantage of it. Now, I admit there are situations where extensions are needed. In my entire university career, school career, I only did it once. Extenuating circumstances. No, once. It's just 2 professors. But same thing. I had to leave. Couldn't get the things in. I even still had one assignment in. I emailed in. Extensions. But for those who will always do it, I agree with this professor, in the garbage can. Late? Nah. No late assignments. That's the way it is. The student is an algebra test. So the student writes, connect the dots for a surprise. And they go through the hassle of making it 100%. Telling the professor to connect it. Look, the professor comes back. But first, I want to talk about this. If you go through the trouble of thinking up such a scheme of this, how I can scheme to get 100%, just study. Put that energy into studying. You'll do all right. Professor comes back, though. Connect these dots for your bad surprise. And it says, out of 22, and you connect the dots, they got an 8. An 8. An 8. Love it. I love it. Just again, attribute all you professional teachers out there. Absolutely love you. You do a wonderful job. Keep it up. You're important. Educating our children. Absolutely love it. All you fans, if you like this content, like, subscribe, hit it there. Hit me up. Hit me up in the comments. We'll have a chat. We'll talk it there. Have a great day. This is Old Bald Dad signing off.